last 140 million years, the sea has receded out of this area and it's settled a couple of times and left these ancient dune systems that run in a north-south direction all the way through the Mozambique coastal plain. Coastal plain. At the tops of these dunes is where we sit at the moment, and this is where this red forest occurred. It used to once be exactly the same as the forest that you'd see in St. Lucia, that are on the highest naturally vegetated sand dunes in the world. That sea and that same coastline was once right where we are now. Over time it's receded, so the rainfall has got less and the forest has had to adapt to this new environment, where the soils don't relate to what the geology is very different to what the plants would be used to, where the seeds are coming from over that side of the mountain. You have a look around on the floor of this forest and then just go through a little grassy layer on the floor, your big daker. Just about to talk about one of those guys. You see what it's called, a daker is an Afrikaans word for diver, because it stands still and then dive off. That little antelope weighs 12.5 kilograms and it lives in this forest probably finds its home very, very similar to the Gala and very similar to the Sunni, in that this is a semi-deciduous forest. So being semi-deciduous means it drops its leaves, and with it being very dry and also very little moisture in here, the decomposition rate is really low. So what happens is the bacterial action that takes place on that leaf slowly breaks down the cellulose walls, which are almost indigestible to most animals. They have to chew the cud, etc. What these antelope, the little red daker and also the senior, take advantage of is the fungal and the bacterial action that takes place on the leaf. So they pick up leaves off the floor. They don't even worry about picking off green leaves off the tree. So it aids in the digestion. I did leave one thing out. Please watch your head. There's lots of overhanging branches. I will be warning you about it. Sometimes I don't see them. You can watch Wayne's head. If they go over his head, you'll so you'll see no grass on the ground, very little leaf litter that you'd expect a lot more, especially from a semi-deciduous forest. And the reason for that is this sand dune's pretty much been stabilized through time by termites. Fungus-growing termites make this their home, and when they get into a soil, they get to the water table and they bring up the cretaceous material from there, which binds the soil, and also bring up moisture, collect all the nutrients from the area and concentrate it into a simple area that becomes an ideal habitat for trees to grow. That's why you find a flourishing forest such as this. It's got beautiful trees in it. You'll see this tree on our left hand side is a huge tree. It's one of the giants. There's 3 trees that actually dominate this forest, and this is one of them. There's no recruitment of this tree going on, so the